Hey guys, how's everyone doing today? My name is Tam, Tam, and I'm gonna show everyone how to code in Java. So today is just gonna be a basic lesson to write hello world in Java, and then after today, every couple of days I'm gonna put out a new video on showing you how to do something else to learn new things a little bit each day, and hopefully after a couple weeks or a month then you would be able to write like a pretty neat Java program on your own. So before we get started, to code in Java, there are two things that you're gonna need to download onto your laptop or your desktop. The first thing you're gonna need to download is you're gonna need to download the Java JDK. So just go to Google search and search for Java JDK 8 download. Okay, so this is why I searched for Java JDK 8 download, right? And on your list, you're just gonna pick the first option, Java SE Development Kit 8 download from Oracle. I'm gonna click on that, and it's gonna bring you to the Oracle page. Now, before you can download, you need to click Accept License Agreement. After you click that, depending on which system you have, you're gonna pick the right file to download. So in my case, I have a Windows 64-bit Windows. So I'm gonna click on Windows 64, and there it goes. So that's being downloaded. And I'm gonna show you. I have downloaded this already earlier. So when that download is done, you're gonna get something like this file right here, JDK U8181 Windows 64. Now once that download is done, all you have to do to install your JDK is to double click on this. It's an executable file, so it's gonna take you through the steps. Just select the default for all the steps, and it should install fine without any problem. So that's the JDK that you need to download. The other thing that you will need to download is you need to download the Eclipse IDE. So again, go to your Google search, type in Eclipse for Java EE. So basically I'm searching for Eclipse for Java EE, and I'm gonna select the one that says Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers. So make sure it says Java EE. Like this one right here you don't want, because this one is not Java EE. Um, the one that you want is the Eclipse IDE for Java EE, because it's gonna come with all the tools that you need to code in Java. So I'm gonna click on this. It's gonna take you to the Eclipse page. The version that I like is the Oxygen version, so I'm gonna click on Oxygen packages, and then here is the Eclipse Oxygen. I'm gonna pick the version for my computer. So I have a Windows 64-bit, so I'm gonna come to this side. I'm gonna click on Windows 64-bit. Click on that, and to the it takes you to the next page. You're just gonna click download here, and as you can see, the Java JDK has already downloaded, has already completed. My Eclipse Oxygen is being downloaded right now. Now, unlike the Java EE, unlike the Java JDK, which is an executable, so when you download that, you can just run it and follow the steps to install. The Eclipse Oxygen, on the other hand, is just a zip file that you're downloading. If you look over here, you see it's a zip file. So I have downloaded this earlier to save time. When it's finished, you're gonna see something like this: Eclipse JEE Oxygen 3A Win32x8664. So that's a zip file. What you want to do is you just want to right click and extract all. After you extracted the file, you're gonna get a folder like this. And what you can do is you just cut and paste that into your program files folder. So you can just cut this file from here, from the download folder. You do a cut, and then you go to your C drive, program files, and you're just gonna paste it in. So that's what I did here. I pasted into my C drive program files folder. I paste the Eclipse Oxygen that I have just downloaded. If you go into there, you see an Eclipse folder. Go into the Eclipse folder, you're gonna see an Eclipse icon, and it says application. The type is application, so that's the one that you wanna double click to run. So all your Eclipse is all set. All you have to do here is double click on this Eclipse application. Remember, you need to download your Java JDK first before you run this Eclipse. Now once the Java JDK is installed, you downloaded the Eclipse, unzip it, and put it inside your program folder, programs files folder, double click to run the Eclipse. And now I'm opening my Eclipse. Now when you open Eclipse for the first time, it's gonna show you like all different options. You can just close that page or click any option on that page, like click create new project, let's say, and it's gonna open up your Eclipse workspace for you. While Eclipse is opening up, it's gonna take a little time because it takes time to open Eclipse. I want to show you what you can do with Java once you know how to code in Java. So I have just created this website here. It's called AS Properties, and this was actually coded in Java. So basically this website, this is currently out there, and if you like, you can go to this web address to see my website. It's asproperties.nyc. No, I'm sorry, aspropertiesnyc dot herokuapp.com. So aspropertiesnyc dot herokuapp.com. And basically it's a real estate website that people can go to, and they can see which property is available for rent and for sale. And if you see a property that you like to rent or to buy, you can just click on the contact, and it's gonna show you a a contact person, contact information for the person for you to contact to buy or rent that property. Like over here for that property, you would contact Ann Uduk of Showcase Realty, and you have the phone number and you have the email address. So if you have time, or if you're looking for properties in New York City, looking to buy or to sell or to rent, you can come to my webpage here and you can search for properties. And I've just started this webpage, so there's not a lot of properties in it right now, but in probably a week or two, we'll be adding more properties and we're going to be adding more pictures of the properties. Anyway, so back to my lesson here. So I have just double click on the Eclipse. Let me back up a little bit. This is what we just did. We double click the Eclipse icon here, the application. So now it opens up this window, and this window says Workspace, Eclipse Workspace, and you can just click Launch here. So the default is fine, and the reason I cannot launch is because I have opened it earlier. So I already have a version open for the same workspace. So once you click launch, you're gonna see a window. Again, you're gonna see a window with like all different options. For the first time, you can just say create new project, and it's gonna bring you to this window here. This window here is basically where you're gonna do your coding. On the left hand side here, you have the package explorer, and on the right hand side here, this big blank space, that's where you're gonna be typing in your Java code. So now let's get started. Everything you see on the left hand side here, they are different Java projects that I have worked on. So for this lesson, I'm gonna create a new Java project. To do that, I'm gonna go up here, I'm gonna click on File, click on New, click on Java Project. And we're gonna have to put in a name for our project. So let's say Learn Java Coding. Learn Java Coding is my project name. I'm gonna click Finish. And there it is, my new project has been created. Learn Java Coding. And look at that, I misspelled learn. So let me rename it. I right click, go to Refactor, Rename. I have misspelled learn, so I'm gonna rename my project. I'm gonna just go here and insert an N for Learn Java Coding. And then I'm gonna click OK. I just wanna check my recording there, make sure it's running. Okay, so I have just created a Java project. Next thing I want to do is I want to create a package inside this project. So this project can contain many different Java programs, and Java programs, I'm gonna group them into packages. So my first package that I'm gonna create, what I did was I right click on the Java project, and then I'm gonna click New Package, and my first package I'm gonna say Simple. So I call it Simple Java Coding. and click finish. And you know something? I'm gonna try this again and I'm gonna show you what happened here. So I'm gonna right click on this project and I'm gonna go new. I'm gonna create a different package. Now I'm gonna show you what happened here. If I put in capital S for simple, you see as soon as I put in the S, you see that there's a warning here. It says that the name of my package is discouraged by convention. Package names usually start with a lowercase letter. So I should not use an uppercase letter here. I used it and I didn't notice the warning earlier, but I just realized that package name is recommended to start with a lowercase letter. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rename my package. Right click, refactor, rename, and I'm just gonna change this big S to a small s and click OK. So now I have a lowercase letter, simple Java coding, and it starts with a small s, which is what they are recommending. So now basically we have our Java project. The project is Learn Java Coding. I have my package. My package is simple Java coding. And just notice one thing interesting here. So I created my project Learn Java Coding, and I created my package. To create the package, I right click on the project and I did the new package, right? I did that, and look where the package is being created. It's being created inside of the source folder. So when you create your project, it creates these two folders inside the project. And when you create the package inside the project, it automatically goes inside of the source folder. So that's where my package is, simple Java coding. Next thing I want to do is now I want to create my Java program. To create the Java program, you select the package that you want to put your program in. So right now I only have one package that I've created. I'm gonna put it in that package. I'm gonna right click on my simple Java coding package, click new, and I want to create a Java program, which is a class. So I'm gonna pick class, and this window pops up. I need to enter a name for my Java program. So the first program, I'm just gonna name it Hello World. Okay, so my Java program name is Hello World, and I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna check this box here, public static void main. So when I check that box, the system is gonna create that for me, so I wouldn't have to type that line in. It's gonna save me a little bit of typing. Now I'm gonna click finish. And the system now creates my Java program for me. So there it is. That's the program I just created. Hello World is my Java program. Hello World.java. And you can see, because I checked the box to create main, So all these code were created for me. This line here is commented out, so it's not gonna do anything. It's the same as having nothing there, just like that. So I can do that and save, and it would be the same as before. Now if I want to run this program, I'm gonna go up here, click run, and it's running, but as you can see, nothing has happened. So the program run, but it didn't create any any output. The screen is blank. You look at the console, it's blank. There's nothing coming out. That's because we haven't put anything into our Java program. So let's try and make it print. We're gonna try and make this program print hello world. So I'm gonna do sys out control space, and it doesn't work on this machine. How about that? Or maybe it just takes time, I don't know. Looks like, oh, there it is. Okay, so you can either type this whole line in, or you can just do sys out control space, and the system would type the line in for you. And I'm just gonna go in here, I'm gonna put in hello world. I'm gonna go up here, click run, and it asks me, do I want to save my changes? Because remember, I put in the change sys out hello world, but I did not save the program. So I say yes, I want to save my changes before running it. And if you look at the console here, you see that it has printed my message hello world. So this line in my code printed this message here, hello world. Now let's see, let's write something else, but this time I will not use the shortcut. I'm just gonna type the whole line in, system dot out dot print line. And as you can see, when I'm typing, the system is gonna prompt me, so I'm gonna pick print line here, so I wouldn't have to type all that. So now we're gonna say, how are you? And you can see there's some red marks here, right? It means there is something wrong in my code. There's a syntax error or a bug somewhere, a syntax error. So it says string literal is not properly closed by a double quote. I'm missing a double quote. I need to put a double quote in, and you see the red mark is gone, means the code is clean now. There's no syntax error. This time I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna run. But this time I'm gonna run using the green button. It's the same thing as running from up here from the menu. If you click run and you go down here, you click run, it's the same as clicking this green button here to run. And there's my output right there. It says hello world, how are you? That's coming from these two statements right there. So in Java, if you want to print something, you say system with the capital S dot out dot print line. Now what if I insert something here. I'm gonna do system again, dot out dot, but this time instead of say dot print line, I'm gonna do dot print. Now what do you think is gonna happen here? What you think will happen here? That is the question. Now, my guess is it's gonna print out hello world. Then it's gonna go to the next line because it's a print line. So when it's done with this line, it's gonna go to the next line. It's gonna print out what you think will happen here. But since this is just a print, it's not a print line, so then it's gonna print this right after the question mark here. So it's gonna say what you think will happen here. How are you? How are you is gonna be attached to what you think will happen here, because that's what a print will do. It's gonna print the next item on the same line. Okay, so let's test it out, see if that is the case here. I'm gonna save my changes and I'm gonna click on the green button here to run, and look at that, it printed hello world. I'm gonna bring this up so you can see it printed hello world. That's a print line, so it's gonna go to the next line after that. It prints this, what you think will happen here. But since that's a print, not a print line, the next item printed is gonna be printed on the same line. So it prints how are you on the same line. Anyway, so that's how you print in Java. You can print on the same line, or you can print and tell the program to move the cursor to the next line to print the next item. And that is all for our lesson for today. Check back in a couple of days or in a week and you will see a new Java lesson. Take care, everyone.